Nice execution.
You're doing terrific.
The Cooper and Anthony Show.
This person took a job at a company, and the company promoted the whole, we're into work-life balance. You know, they talked about how important it was to have downtime. We don't want you to work weekends. We want you to, and this woman who took the job, she's got a family. So she was like, this is great because I only see my family on weekends. So if I can work this job 9 to 5, yeah, this is a 9 to 5 job. Mm-hmm. Occasionally we might need you to stay a little bit later, 6, whatever, but we're not going to be keeping you here late at night and you're not going to work weekends. Don't even worry about it. So it's a salary job. She took the job. Great. Fantastic. As you probably just predicted, the boss gave her a work cell, like a work cell phone, and proceeded to call her nights, weekends, and on her day off.
Mm-hmm.
So she thought, you know what? We made this deal when I took this job that nights, weekends, and my days off were for my family and work-life balance. That's the whole reason I took the job. So she started leaving the phone at her desk. So she would leave on Friday at 5, 6, whatever, leave the work phone there. And that's it. So the boss was like, on Monday, I called you all weekend. Where were you? And she was like, I don't work weekends. I left my work phone at work, and she was like, listen, I want to be a team player, but, you told me this was a 9 to 5 job. How about this? If you need me on weekends, why don't you make a meeting request and put it on my calendar so I know to be available? I'm not saying no to weekends. I'm just saying I'm not going to wake up at 9 a.m. on a weekend and take your call. Like, if you need me, just message me, let me know ahead of time, and then I'll know. Like, Saturday at 1 o'clock, you're going to be calling me, I'll be ready. So the boss was like, that doesn't work for me because I may need you at the last minute. Like, I don't know when I need you. I don't know ahead of time. And she's like, well, I took this job because you said work-life balance, the whole thing. The problem is not the boss. It's the coworkers. Because the coworkers, when they took the job, they didn't say, I have a family, work-life balance, and that kind of stuff. They just said, yeah, I'm happy to have a job whenever you need me, weekends, nights, whatever. Call me anytime. So when the boss calls her and she's not available, he then goes and calls the next person on the list, the next person, the next person. Everyone else ends up working weekends except for her. So they are now saying to her, you're not pulling your weight. This is not fair. We're not down with this, and we're going to complain to the boss about this.
If you take a salary job, even if they tell you you're not working on weekends, it doesn't matter. I mean, you're always on call. If you have one of those jobs, unless you are a waitress or you work one of those jobs that you can leave and not worry about the job anymore, which I would love to have one of those jobs. But in my world, they don't exist. So, yeah, you're going to get calls on the weekend. I was on vacation, and I got calls starting at 8 o'clock in the morning. On vacation.
Oh, my God. Not for me.
No. It's from my other job. So
okay,
I say I'm on vacation, and I asked for vacation 3 months ago, and I love to sleep in. That's my favorite thing in the world. To sleep
You'll sleep
in.
till like 1. Like, you're dead to the world. And you don't just sleep in. You're just like, you are a corpse until about 1.
Right. So my phone started to ring at 8 o'clock. Asking me all these questions. I'm like, I'm on vacation. They don't care. They could care less. So I don't feel bad for this lady because you have one of those jobs where the job never ends. And if you don't like it, then quit and go be a waitress.
Okay, I take issue with the waitress thing, which I'll tell you in a second, but I have a question for you first. What if you didn't answer the phone at 8 o'clock in the morning? What if you just turned off your phone and slept in because, again, you're on vacation?
It's just, it comes with the job. If I told them, don't call me at all, and I turned my phone off, then I would not have a job anymore.
I think that's interesting, especially coming from you, because you're the person who says, like, don't engage, just don't respond. You know, if I get an email that pisses me off, you're like, don't respond and just let it go. And then the thing just kind of goes away on its own. Most things do. If you are on vacation and you just didn't answer your phone, they'd figure it out. They would figure it out without you. You have now taught them that when you say you're on vacation, that means you're not available, and they get it.
They start out every conversation with, I know you're on vacation, but And I go, it's fine. I mean, what am I going to say? Go away. I don't want to talk. No, I can't say that because I like having a job. Having a job to me is fun. So I kind of like having a job. So I answer the phone.
Okay, the waitress thing I take issue with is this. I've been a waitress, and I will tell you, it seems like in your head, you're like, right, they give you a shift. When you're done, you go home. That's it. You don't think about it. No, my friend. Another waitress will not show up. And they'll be like, hi, I know you just worked a double, but the nighttime person didn't show up. And I know you're still in the neighborhood because you just got off work. I know working a triple sounds like a lot, but you make a lot of money. Can you come back in? Or I know you're off on Saturday, but we can't find anybody to work brunch on Saturday. And if you say no enough, even though that is not your shift, even if you agree to only do Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays and the occasional Sunday brunch, they don't care. If they need you, you need to be available. And if you're not available, they see you as a worker they can't use. They don't care that they gave you shifts and those shifts work for you. You're here to work for me. So
you knew that going in. You know that going in. So you just got to deal with it. And you know they're going to call on the weekends. They're going to call on vacation. You know what? If you really don't like that, then quit and start your own company. Then nobody will call you. But if you work for,
can't really do. I don't think people can do that.
No, most people can't.
But even that, if you start your own company, a client is going to call you.
See, then it just never ends. So you're screwed no matter what.
A friend of mine just said to me that they were sick of working for. They had this company they were working for. It was pretty intense. So finally, she decided to start her own company. She hadn't seen her family in years. Started her own company. Now her clients call her on weekends and nights and wake her up at 6 a.m. So I think if you are going to work and have a job, we don't live in a time anymore where there's no job that's 9 to 5. It just doesn't exist. No. There's very few jobs that you can do 9 to 5 and go home and that's it.
You could rob banks. I mean, that's one thing you could do. I don't think the bank is going to call you. I mean, you could work any hours.
What are those hours?
And I don't think the bank's going to call you and go, I thought you were going to rob us today. No, I'm taking the day off. So you can pick your own hours as long as they're opening hours and just rob banks.